What's going on, guys? It's your boy Chris again, back again with another video. I told you I was gonna make more videos. I'm trying to be more consistent with these things, just raw dogging. And I was all like, you know what? Let's make a video right now, because this will be a great shot right here. Like, look at this. As you guys know, I'm a roofing salesman, dude. I have an ATM business. I have over 50 ATMs, but really my main job, what I love to do, what I freaking love waking up every single morning to do, is selling construction services. Majority of the time I am selling roofing. That's my bread and butter. That's what I know. That's what I grew up on. That's what I freaking know like the back of my hand. Like, roofing is freaking amazing. Here in California, for those of you guys that don't know, you can sell roofs and make a lot of freaking money. You can make over six figures selling roofs just in itself. I remember when I first started, freaking like 6-7 years ago, I was like, what roofs? Like, who the fuck like buys roofs? Like, do people just sell roofs? Don't you just go to like the grocery store and like buy these roofs off the shelf? Like, I don't understand. We sell them? Like, what? Yes, you can make six figures selling roofing. That's how I got started. That's how I got into this business. I just freaking got out of college and like just boom, just started slanging roofs, and I was like good at it. I was good at sales, and I've told you guys that story before, but nonetheless, for those of you guys that are new, I've been selling construction services for the last 6 years, and I freaking love it. There's nothing I would rather do than do this. There's no other industry that I've found that makes you a lot of money quickly, this fast. It does come with headaches, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because selling $1 million in roofing sales is not easy, especially here in the West Coast. Here in the West Coast, like, the roofing prices that we have here in the West Coast are ridiculous compared to what's out there in the East Coast. In the East Coast, I went out to Florida one time, and you guys were selling at half of what we sell here in LA. Like, if you sold what you guys sold in Florida here in LA, you guys will be making nothing. You would actually be negative selling what you guys were selling in Florida. I've seen people sell in other states, and they're like, what? How do you sell that in your state? But then again, labor costs, all these other things, right? LA is the most expensive market out there, I would say. Probably New York is going to be up there too as well. Nonetheless, guys, you can make a lot of money selling roofs. Today's video, I just wanted to talk to you guys about like how to be like a $1 million roofing salesman. I've been selling over $1 million every single freaking year. This year is going to be one of my hardest years ever, because not only am I a roofing salesman, I'm also like a project manager. So I project manage these jobs. I used to just go out in the field, sell, and then just move on to the next lead, move on to the next lead, sell, move on to the next lead, just like that. Forget about it. My job will be done, and I would just like, you know, rely on the company to produce. Now this new company that I'm working with, Rhino Building Solutions, they're a completely different monster. I teamed up with them for these last couple months. That's where I said like I quit my job, and now I'm doing this. It's the same exact same thing, but now I just got more responsibilities. So I'm project managing I'm getting my job, selling my job, and producing my job. And the reason I decided to do all that is because there's more money to be made this way. A lot of times people are trying to like, okay, like, how do I make more money? Well, you get more responsibility, you take more things on, and if you take more things on, then you get paid more. You provide more value, you get paid more. So nonetheless, like, sometimes I go think about it and I'm like, fuck, I should have stayed as a roofing sales guy, because this whole entire thing, from getting the lead to selling the lead to producing the lead, is a whole different animal, and it's changing me to a whole different person. And I won't say I love it, just because I love the process that it's taking me to do. It's freaking hard. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't know whether I'm gonna do $1 million this year. I am on track to maybe do $1 million this year. Something needs to blow up in the summertime, and I'm like, really, like, now it's game time. So dude, getting to $1 million is freaking like hard. It's not easy. I would say once you pass $1 million, you're $1 million rep, you are freaking good. You are good, maybe, because sometimes, like, depends on the market. But nonetheless, like, hey, if you're a retail, because we do retail here, we don't really do insurance. I do have an insurance claim going on though, but we, most of the time, 99% of the roofs here sold in LA are going to be retail roofs. So there's two different types of industries. There's like roofing sales and insurance, roofing sales and retails. Even the insurance game is changing to like retail. So soon enough, everyone's gonna find out how hard it is to really sell retail. So my journey to being $1 million roofing sales guy, dude, my first year I only did like 50,000. My second year I did like freaking like $500,000. I think my third year is when it actually broke like $1 million, and then after that I've just been hitting million and million, over 2 million one time. dude, if you guys just notice what I just said, like, it took years. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen in 1 year. Like, it took a really long time to get this good. And even then, like, I would say the sales guy that I am today is not the same sales guy that I was like when I first started, even 1 year in, 2 years, even last year. Right now is like, I'm like A1 at selling. Like, I can talk to anyone and just sell. Like, I honestly don't even understand. Like, even the closing part, I used to be scared of like asking for the price, asking for the deal. And now it's like, fuck, like, dude, like, we're gonna get this thing done now because I'm the best option that you got in the market. Let me show you that I am the best option in the market, and I'm not taking no for an answer, because boy, I got you. And that takes a lot of confidence to do, and a lot of people don't have that confidence when it comes to roofing sales. And I'm gonna say that that's kind of like the biggest key and the biggest like reason why most people fail is the confidence. Is if you don't get like confidence real quick, homeowners are gonna be able to see that. Homeowners are gonna see that fact that you're scared, you don't know what you're talking about, you kind of seem timid, you kind of be shy. People are gonna be spending 10, 20, $30,000 with you. They want to make sure that they're spending it with the right person, and they're not second doubting themselves, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, like, did I just spend all this money like with this guy that might not even produce? Like, no, you got to show up confidence. But confidence comes with practice. Like, there's no one that's just born confident. I don't think so. At least I was never this freaking confident. It took me a long time to get to where I am today. The reason I am so freaking confident, especially in the industry that I'm like in, roofing sales, is because I freaking practice, dude. I literally practice. And I was telling one of the new guys the other day, I'm like, dude, when I first started, right, I literally wrote down my whole entire script word for word. I would say my roofing pitch is my best pitch out of everyone. And like, I have one of the best roofing pitches ever. Most people don't even have a roofing pitch close to mine. And everyone has their own good products. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, my painting pitch, okay. My window pitch, okay. My roofing pitch is like my top-notch pitch because I've been selling roofing for the last 3 years. So like, I dialed it in. My bathroom pitch is horrible. My kitchen pitch is horrible. And those are things that I'm still practicing. My plumbing pitch, my electricity pitch, those things are like still in the work in progress. But my roofing pitch, dude, put me up against anyone. I will guarantee you my roofing pitch will outbeat you. I say things that most people don't even know because I know a lot of the technical shit. And I know, not only do I know the technical shit, but I make the technical shit sound sexy. And that's what most people like forget. Like, a lot of the times, all this technical shit is like, goes in 1 ear and goes through the other. But if you make it where the homeowner pays attention and is actually interested in how you say it, what you say, and showing them what you do, you're gonna freaking get the deal. So nonetheless, confidence will be the first thing. Second would be just practicing, bro, and that comes with practice. So like, put in the reps, put in the hours. You need to know your pitch backwards and forwards, and like, you need to be able to freestyle. And some people don't have that little thing where you can freestyle off the bat. Roofing sales and roofing pitching and doing anything in regards of sales is the same thing as dating, bro. Like, if you gotta be able to just spit. You gotta be able to just talk. And that's one of the things that I was born with, when I was just able to like just talk and fucking just go boom, 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 and just like react to what people tell me. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I don't, like, you throw me a curveball, dude, I know how to answer. I know how to like take your objections, and I kind of like put it to where I want. And like, it's only because I've gotten my repetition. I've been in the house for so many freaking times. I know exactly what it takes to like go from like this step to the next step to the following step, and where I need to take this person around the whole sales journey. And that's what a lot of people don't know, is like, there's a sales process as well. And when it comes to like pitching, majority of people in the industry, right, they'll just lead based off price. So they'll go up over there, go measure the roof, drop off a price, and hope that this person decides to go with them. Dude, these people need to be influenced for you to like make the decision to go with you. And that's where the whole sales process goes. There is an entire sales process. I've been in sales for a really long time. I would say when I first started my sales journey, it was like T-Mobile, right? I didn't really know sales, and like, now I know sales. There's an entire sales process, and I've seen every single sales trainer out there, dude. Everyone just freaking like does their own like little magic where they like deem it up, I would say, where they say like, oh, I got this new sales process, or I got this new sales thing, and I got this new sales, like, whatever, dude. It's the same exact same thing. I've bought a lot of these people's courses, I've bought a lot of these people's programs, and it's the same exact same sales process for everyone, dude. Like, it's not like rocket science. It's already been like the same. The only thing is that if you've never been in sales, if you don't understand sales, if you've never even heard of a sales process, then this is all new to you, and the first person that ever sells you a sales thing is gonna be like, oh my god, like, this is like something brand new. But altogether, like, it's the same exact same thing all the time. And I'll probably tell you guys these sales processes because I'm not really like much to, but I don't want to be a sales trainer because, like, that's not what I do. Excuse me. But nonetheless, once you learn the process and you understand that the process is better than you, and I'm going to repeat that one more time. If the process is better than you stick to the process, you think that you're better than the process, and you always follow the process, dude, you will close more deals. There's a lot of times where there's new reps that come into the industry and they say, oh, I've been selling somewhere else, I've been doing this type of selling, this, that, and they'll come into the industry with those sales habits, and then they fail and they land flat in their ass and they fucking leave because it's too freaking hard for them. It's not the same type of sales that they thought it was, and it's a whole nother animal. This has been the hardest types of sales you can possibly get into, especially like because there's two different types of worlds you can live in this whole entire like home improvement industry. You gotta learn the process. Once you learn the process, you stick to the process, and you're like, okay, like, this is it. You know the process like the back of your hand, dude. You can sell literally anything. That's why, like, I personally know, like, this phase in my life, whether like I mess up or like I fail or like I go bankrupt or I lose all my money, dude, I can always go back to selling, and I can sell literally anything at this point. Doesn't matter what it is. You tell me what the product is, I learn the product, I'll freaking put me in front of somebody that's like wants it or doesn't want it, or just tell me where these people can possibly be. I can sell literally everything. It's just about like whether I want to sell it or not, and is it high ticket enough, really. I prefer high ticket items because there's a better commission, and there's different types of sales guys out there, dude. I would say if you're $1 million sales guy and you want to be a $1 million sales guy, you want to be on commission only too, dude. I freaking hate sales guys that are like, oh, I want to like a base, or like I want like secured money. Dude, I freaking hate those types of people, dude. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, I get it. Everyone has their own type of like risk tolerance, right? Like, my risk tolerance is freaking high. Like, it's ridiculously high. But that's because I was born with nothing, bro. Like, I literally have nothing to my name growing up where I grew up. So I'm willing to risk everything to get there, dude. I really don't care, because what if I lose everything, dude? I'm gonna start back to where I started? Like, no, it doesn't make sense for me. So for me personally, I would rather just risk it all and just start doing everything from like the very beginning. So you got to be willing to like risk. If you're gonna come into this industry, dude, there's like there's very few companies that are gonna, if you're gonna come into this industry, there's going to be very few companies that give you a base. Majority of the time, they're going to give you commission only. So the best advice that I can give you is going to be to like make sure that you save a lot of your money before getting into this, because it takes a lot of money before you start getting your paychecks, especially if you're in the insurance side. If you're in the retail side, like, it might be like 1 or 2 weeks depending on the type of company that you're working with, but you're on commission only, meaning you don't get paid unless you sell, and your paychecks are never guaranteed. And that's the risk that you have to take, and that's the risk that most people aren't willing to take, where, yeah, you want to go ahead and make $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month, but you're not going to make that if you don't take a risk. Like, you want that thing guaranteed. Like, it doesn't work like that, dude. And then you have to be willing to be like, okay, like, I'm going to lower my expenses, keep my expenses as low as freaking possible, earn as high as I possibly can, and save a lot of your money, dude, because this whole sales thing is also a roller coaster. So besides that, like, there's other things that I could tell you, like, make sure you team up with the right company, because there's like a lot of shady people in the construction industry. If I'm being honest with you, I've been freaking robbed out of more than $10,000 myself probably like about 20,000. Like it freaking sucks. There's like a dark side to the construction world that people don't talk to you too much about. But I would say make sure you team up with the right guys, be around the same right people, try to like network with other people in the roofing sales, try to like shadow the best sales guy in your team, dude. Like that's really gonna be more important. That's how you get to like $1 million. For me, like I had like, I would say a couple mentors who kind of taught me a lot about sales, and I just got, you know, I piggyback off of them. Like I just copied them. I literally just copied the exact same things they're saying. Sometimes if you like look at my page compared to other people's page, there's a slight similarity, but I've made it into my own. I've put my own personality, and for me, my personality is different from a lot of people because I can throw jokes, I can be funny. That's just who I am, and people love that. And that's one of the things you got to learn too, is just be yourself, learn how to have a personality. All of these things, dude, I'm just spitballing out of my head because these are literally the things that made me to get to like $1 million. I would say the last thing, just to give you like a last piece of nugget, is going to be make sure you have a routine, dude, because routine is very, very important. I noticed that the top sales guys, the top people that are making over $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $4 million in roofing sales, they all say the exact same thing. You wake up early, you do something hard, go to the gym, you read, you practice your pitch, you role play, you do everything that you're supposed to be doing, keeping yourself busy, and you get to that $1 million. The people who are lazy, the people who don't practice, the people who think that they're better than the system, those people never get to $1 million. They get stuck. They never make over $100,000, and it's because they don't have a routine. It even comes down to like not going out on Fridays, because this whole entire job is also like a weekend job where like Saturdays are going to be one of your best days to even pitch. So making sure that you're not hungover. Like, don't get me wrong, like I've had some sales hungover as shit, but if I'm being honest, if I'm sober, if I'm like wired in and I'm like got enough sleep and I'm like ready to go, there's no way I'm not gonna close that deal. Besides that, guys, like, dude, I would highly recommend getting into sales, any types of sales that is high ticket. Roofing is the #1 thing that I personally love to sell. You guys can see that I have a bundle of shingles in the back. I'm not going anywhere. This freaking boat is just getting started. Nonetheless, guys, I hope you guys loved this video. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys want more tips about like roofing sales, ATM stuff, or just like following my life and the whole entire thing, dude, because this is about to get bumpy and righty and I'm ready to go.